International human rights law recognizes everyone's right to an adequate standard of living, including adequate housing. Despite the central place of this right within the global legal system, well over 1 billion people are not adequately housed. Millions around the world live in life or health-threatening conditions, in overcrowded slums and informal settlement, or in other conditions which do not uphold their human rights and their dignity. Further, millions are forcibly evicted or threatened with forced eviction from their homes every year. This is Housing Development, where we discuss housing, its affordability and accessibility to Nigerians. As always, I am Flora Ani, your housing diva. Stay tuned for the latest news in the sector.
Former President Goodluck Jonathan and Bayelsa State Governor Doye Diri have pushed for a more efficient mortgage system to suit the country's housing demands. The two leaders made the remarks during the groundbreaking and foundation laying ceremony of the Goodluck Ebele Jonathan Doctors Estate, located on the fringes of Otuopoti community of Ogbia local government area, Bayelsa State. The Doctors Estate project, which is a collaboration between the Doctors Welfare Cooperative and the National Association of Resident Doctors (NARD) Federal Medical Center Yenagoa branch, will be funded by the Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria (FMBN). According to the former president, housing was one of man's basic necessities, noting that an effective mortgage system would allow individuals to own inexpensive homes. Senator Doye Diri, the governor of Bayelsa State, however, expressed the joys of the state government as it is ecstatic about the project, which was launched by the Doctors Welfare Cooperative of FMC Yenagoa. Stakeholders in the housing and construction industry have organized a send-off dinner in honor of the immediate past managing director of the Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria (FMBN), architect Ahmed Dangiwa, have appraised him for a job well done during his years of leadership in the mortgage sector. It was an event of accolades, advice and motions as dignitaries, colleagues and staff poured out their goodwill messages, describing the FMBN boss as a seasoned administrator and leader by excellence.
We came and met over 25 years. The bank has only generated 232 billion naira in 25 years. But we saw that even at that time, we know that that bank cannot continue like that. Within 5 years of our tenure, we generated 320 billion in NHF contributions. We tried to engage even the informal sector, who are hitherto not known to be NHF contributors. So that is one of the achievements we have done. We increased participation of Nigerians, we increased more contributions by Nigerians, and we created more mortgages.
We made a decision to ensure that each time one has done very well in the position of service, that at the end of the tenure, we will have an opportunity to be able to say one or two things about what he has done as a way of encouraging those who are still in office to know that their labors of love is not forgotten, and rather that there are people who are keeping record of what they are doing, and that at the appropriate time, what they have done in service will be remembered and posterity will be kept in the know as to how they have functioned very well.
Similarly, the convener of the event and managing director of Housing Development Advocacy Network, HDAN, Festus Adebayo, noted that the essence of celebrating Dangiwa was to encourage other public office holders to ensure commitment, professionalism and effective discharge of their responsibilities, as these will further foster celebration of good deeds from great achievers in the housing industry. African Ministers of Works and Housing at the United Nations General Assembly meeting in New York have come to a consensus on a single position for the implementation of the new urban agenda in UA, the African's urban agenda, which was hosted by Moazu Sambo, Nigeria's Minister of State for Works and Housing, with officials gathered ahead of the UN high-level meeting, was to assess progress on implementing a framework for sustainable urbanization. Speaking at the forum, Sambo emphasized that solving the continent's urbanization difficulties would necessitate African solutions tailored to the continent's regional and socio-economic characteristics, noting that Nigeria's leadership role in the course will be maintained.
For more housing news, do well to visit www.africanhousingnews.com. Moving on, the rains are here again, and it has become quite troubling when houses are submerged or infrastructures such as roads are blocked out as a result of flood. How can such situations be salvaged? Now here is a report of the aftermath of a 4-hour rainfall in some parts of the FCT.
It has become quite an epidemic when houses are submerged by water or infrastructures such as roads blocked as a result of flood. Flooding in some cases is the aftermath of no drainages, poor constructed drainages, blocked waterways, or when houses are constructed to cover up waterways. Either way, the resultant effect is flood, which not only damages properties but also brings about loss of lives in severe cases. Some residents around Abuja metropolis have lamented the resultant effect and toll flooding has had on their buildings, while some have narrated the hindrances flooding have brought on their movements. Others stated that it had rendered them homeless. Residents of Gudu area in Abuja, speaking to housing development crew, stated that not only does it affect their houses and businesses, the road network is usually cut off, and at the time of filing this report, a boy was said to have been carted away by the flood and is still being searched for.
The rain affects us a lot. Anytime rain like this falls, everywhere we feed up. No car passing, even on top of the bridge. Erosion will cover everywhere. So by the time the rain is falling, people will park their car. Maybe 1 hour after the rain, they now start driving.
We have been suffering for this area for several years. Rain has been falling here, and then the place is not looking good. Has been taking different things, cars. Rain will fall, water will fall everywhere, and cars will fall in, people will be dying. You can see as the place there. So we have been suffering here. No governor is helping us.
This floor here is disturbed too much. Even last year, this is how we face it. This year too, this is how we face it. This is the second time now this rain started for now. But this one now is the worst one. You pack all this place, at this place where you cannot even you swallow all these blocks that you are even seeing. All this place here, that is how it be. Even this morning, this water carry one boy, he carry somebody. The boy every now and then they look for him, they cannot even find the dead myself. So this flood here disturbed too much.
Since morning, my boy then they call me to catch the fish. Yes. So I enter the water. Yes. Rivers they pass the small boy. You know, see. So up to now, would there people they search inside rivers? They see the boy, you know, see the boy again. So since morning. So about now, would there people inside rivers? You see, you know, see the boy.
Flooding is a ripple effect of poor construction and poor societal decisions. Hence, there is no doubt a need for government and stakeholders at all levels to adequately provide for sustainable environment. With the establishment of a good road network system and houses properly built, having relevant agencies checkmate the proper protection of societal infrastructure, as these will further curb loss of lives and properties.
Those living in flood-prone areas should desist from the habit of blocking water canals with structures, buildings and waste. When illegal structures are constructed on waterways, who is to be blamed? Let's hear from the people on Voices on the Street.
Well, I think I blame both of them, because the government is supposed to provide housing for the people. And because of housing deficits, people have no option than to build wherever they see. And that is responsible for all these collapses you are seeing. If government, like in developed worlds, are responsible for houses for the people, I don't think anybody will be striving to build on waterway. So that is the major problem. So I blame government more for not taking good care of the people. What is wrong in building local houses where people will stay? But they don't do that. Even the local houses they build, most of the time, is too exorbitant for the ordinary Nigerian to get it. How about the workers? They are working in Abuja here, and they don't have a place to live. So where do you want them to stay? It is pressure that makes people to build on waterways.
To be very honest with you, I think the both parties have part to blame. They have to take part of the blames. Mostly the government. But if you watch in a situation where there's no government doesn't, they execute, they give plans, they give orders, but they don't enforce it. Like take for instance, in the cases of Abuja, you have some of the villages where the indigenes, they give away land indiscriminately to people. They're asking no paper to back it up, and now they will collect small money from people and then allow you to build where you are not even. And they know that you are not supposed to build on those people. But the fact that you give them small amount of money, but if government has make a housing plan, some of these villages, government can take up those villages and use their hand to arrange the building the way they should be. That you don't have right to start selling land to any other person. So I think government have a major part to play.
I think the government should have made proper arrangement for plans when it comes to structures and planning the areas very well. This is the duty of the government. And of course, if any citizen is going to build somewhere the government already has planned out not to be a good place, that they definitely know when it rains, there's going to be a flood. So government are supposed to have made proper planning for all of this.
Actually, you blame the Nigerian who built a house on the waterway. You don't blame government, because these individuals, they purposely know that that particular place is a waterway, and they still go ahead and build. After some time, you see a house collapse. Some will even wash away with the rain something, and they will now call government for help. Why should government come and help somebody who purposely built that particular thing? So government need to even enact a law that will punish those who offend that particular deed.
You can't blame the government. You will only blame the Nigerians, because they see that that place is erosion. So they don't have any right to build on top of erosion. So when they build it, by tomorrow they can't blame government. So that is it. So if you want to build, you know the place that you can build your house and be saved. So that is it. You can't see where erosion do, they go and build on top of tomorrow start blaming government.
I believe that we should have a collaborative effort between the government and the citizens, stakeholders, because I would not want to, I'm tired of the blame game. You can on your own do something in your own little way. So I think we should need to see more collaborative efforts. Going further, Nigeria, our population is increasing as the day goes by. So just imagine us in the next 10 years, the next 3 years. And the thing we should pay attention to, we're not paying attention to. God bless us with land. Land's in abundance. What are we doing about it? So I think we should start thinking about our future. We start planning, because it's the most populated black nation in the world. So we should expect so much from her, and you understand that our population is increasing every day. So we need to do.
The the surprising thing we need to know is that some persons who are even building in unauthorized places, lands, they know that those places are unauthorized, but they just like, for the meantime, let me just keep living there. Whenever they come for removal, then I must have lived, because I don't have where to live. And why I say is the blame should go to the both sides, because those places you are said authorized place that you are living to was still approved by some government officials. They must have collected money from them. You can't just start building. There is no way you can start building in FCT that you not, the development control, the FCDA will not be aware. So you will be surprised that they still connived with some government officials. So that's why I say the blame go to both parties.
Voices on the street there. Flooding is one of the most destructive natural hazards. Now here are some safety tips to help you prepare for rising water and what to do once a flood has begun. Do not walk through flooded areas. It can be difficult to tell how deep the water is and what lies underneath the water that could hurt you. Even shallow moving water can make you fall. If you have to walk in water wherever possible, walk where the water is not moving. Use a stick to check the firmness of the ground in front of you. Do not drive into flooded areas. Remember, turn around, don't drown. If flood waters rise around your car, abandon the car and move to higher ground, only if you can do so safely. And finally, do not touch electrical equipment if you're wet or standing in water. I'll be back shortly. You're watching Housing Development. Our personality for the week is the Managing Director of Blue Camel Energy and Lifesmart Nigeria.
Nigerians no longer need to travel overseas to feel the ambience and experience the ease that comes with smart homes. Lifesmart, a leading IoT company focusing on the global home automation market, as Lifesmart Nigeria is providing homes with top-notch artificial intelligence installed at affordable rates. During a house tour with CEO of Blue Camel Energy and Lifesmart Nigeria, Mr. Suleiman Yusuf, he led housing development crew round the house to experience the feel and glamour with express comfortability, efficient security that can be achieved at the comfort of your home, with automatic intercommunication devices that simplifies daily routines when one can exercise technological control using smart gadgets.
Hey Siri, turn the porch lights off.
Okay, the porch lights are off.
We discovered that before now, smart home system is an elitist thing that, it's only the who and who's that can pay in dollars. But we're trying to bring this solution to a level where using our, product, the Lifesmart product, we're trying to bring it to a level where every Nigerian can afford it, because we think it's an integral part of our solar system and, energy efficiency. You can control so many things. You can introduce motion sensors to reduce your energy consumption. So we see it as a necessity, not as a luxury. And for that reason, we have packages that you can start with 1 million, 1.5 million naira. Bottom line is your home is automated, and once you've started, you can keep adding or keep building it up. You can just buy and add. So that's the beauty of this technology as well. So we out to make it affordable to every Nigerian.
According to Mr. Suleiman, developers and subscribers can imbibe automation and smartness into their homes with durable internet connections, as Lifesmart Nigeria is more than efficient in making the programming a reality. He noted that having smart homes is no longer a mirage or a dream far-fetched in Nigeria.
The solution we have today, to start with, it doesn't need you to put in place those massive servers and run cables everywhere. They're cloud-based, so once you have good internet, then you can escape all that cost of servers and cabling. So that really brings down the cost.
For the average Nigerian, Lifesmart Nigeria is set to make home automation a reality by utilizing the advantage of artificial intelligence and IoT, where families can have safe, comfortable, and colorful lifestyle, with motion-based home appliances, as the dreams for smart homes can now come true.
Home sweet home, no place like home, they say. Coming up next is Urban Shelter Kyami Estate, an affordable housing development located in a serene and ideal part of the Federal Capital Territory.
Urban Shelter Kyami Estate provides a serene and conducive environment for residents, surrounded by hills, creating a beautiful scenery, bringing about aesthetics. Sitting on a 10-hectare land housing, 1-bedroom detached apartment, 1-bedroom block of flats, 2 bedrooms block of flats, 2-bedroom semi-detached, 3-bedroom semi-detached, and 3-bedroom detached houses. The project manager, Cletus Onya, analyzed in brief what the Urban Shelter Kyami Estate would entail, adding that it will be a built-in estate, as literally everything will be located in the estate for ease and comfortability of its residents.
This project is one of the key projects that carry a lot of things. Like in our new projects, we normally include swimming pool, worship centers, and shopping mall. You cannot go outside and buy anything. Everything is inside, inclusive on this estate.
In an interview with the assistant project manager, Hibatullah Salako, he stated the kinds of buildings provided in Urban Shelter Kyami Estate, adding that the landscape gives the estate its unique qualities.
Urban Shelter Kyami Estate. It's sitting on a 10-hectare land with amazing building types. We have 1-bedroom detached. We have 1-bedroom block of flat. We have 2-bedroom block of flat, and we also have 2-bedroom semi-detached duplex, which I believe is you know, a very unique thing to be done, because it's not very usual for you to have 2-bedroom semi-detached duplexes in estates. We also have 3-bedroom semi-detached duplex, and we have 3-bedroom detached duplexes also.
He further specified the proximity and accessibility of the estate to the airport, road, and other basic infrastructures, adding that urban shelter will provide site and also services to its occupants.
This particular site is very, very unique in the sense that it has beautiful landmarks around it. We have the Goodluck Jonathan farm directly opposite the farm. We have the airport just 10 minutes away. We have the train station just 15 minutes away. We have the immigration estate along the road coming here. We have the road connecting directly to the Idu train station also. So these are some of the, you know, great things about the estate. The site basically is divided into 3 clusters. We have clusters A, B, and C. Cluster A consists of basically the block of flats, which we have 2-bedroom and 1-bedroom block of flats. And cluster B consists of the foundations, which is the 3-bedroom semi-detached foundation, 3-bedroom detached foundation, and also the 2-bedroom semi-detached duplex foundation. And cluster C is basically into plots.
Urban Shelter Kyami Estate is indeed providing not just homes for the Nigerian, but also providing quality homes with aesthetics.
What you think, what you wish, what you dream, we can give you home, your office, anywhere.
At Urban Shelter Limited, we are committed to your satisfaction in terms of good housing construction, infrastructure, flexible payment plans, and that's not all. We uphold affordability, reliability, quality, and innovation. Urban Shelter, distinctive homes, prestigious offices.
Welcome back. The desire to acquire decent and affordable housing has lured a lot of Nigerians into temptations that at times cost them their life's fortunes. Nigerians are therefore prone to the activities of fake estate developers who do not stop at anything to swindle their victims. However, most people are swindled because they fail to look before they leap. Tell you what, the 16th Abuja International Housing Show will bring together estate development companies from across the country, so you have an opportunity to meet genuine developers with housing projects and also mortgage banks to seal deals. There's going to be a massive gathering of exhibitors, entrepreneurs, service providers in real estate. Now here is a look at the 16th AIHS guest speakers. The importance of housing to men cannot be overemphasized. A deficiency in housing can profoundly affect the health, welfare and productivity of man. It is an indispensable necessity without which man's survival is impossible. Housing should be made a topmost priority to all in Nigeria. On that note, I call it a wrap on today's episode of Housing Development. Thanks for watching. I remain Flora Ani, your Housing Diva.